pencils down. There we go. Here we are. Ramble 245.
No.
Who would have?
Really?
Who would have thought?
I was thinking we were like at 120.
105 maybe.
105, not
at
245.
Best, 245.
Is that the most all-time podcast?
Ever.
No one's ever put out 245 podcasts.
No.
We're number one.
Well, not of this quality.
That's true.
Least.
That's true.
Not this good.
We're not about quantity.
No. We're going
to.
We'll wait 5 months.
Yeah.
If we don't have anything, we'll wait 5 months before we put out an episode. We've done it before.
We've done it.
We'll wait. Fuck.
You put this on hiatus for a while.
Remember Ramble 132?
Yeah, 132.
Came out a year and a half after 131. Remember that? Because we didn't have anything to talk about. Now we're ready.
We want to put out quality.
We'll do it again.
We'll do it.
Yeah. Are we afraid?
No.
Fuck no.
We should just quit right now.
We should.
Until we have something to talk about.
Exactly. Until we have some. Boy, is. Now, there is. When we get to it.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a civil war brewing between the Ramblers.
I've heard that.
There's a bit of a civil war. I don't want to have anything to do with it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the free Cody. Then there's the fuck Cody. So
right.
I don't know. And
we're not behind the fuck Cody thing at all.
But we're not behind the free ones either. We
we're
have to play it very.
Like I said, we're here. We do what we do. We get our marching orders from up top.
Yeah. And
if people aren't happy with that, they need to complain to Ramble Corporate.
Yeah, I don't know why they turned to us.
It's not like we're in charge of this.
Right, God damn.
I mean, we're just the mouthpiece.
Do y'all know how much money is behind this operation? You know what I mean?
Much.
Like that we're going to influence anything? Stop.
I mean, how much did we pay Joe Capone for that overlay?
Oh my God,
$33 million.
A little north of that.
It was
a little north of that, yeah.
Because that's the last number I heard. Because he was holding out, he wasn't going to give it to us,
right? Unless he
was demanding more money.
He was holding out for $25 million.
Oh,
so Ramble management just said, "Fuck it."
Okay, that's what happened.
He can't say no now.
That's right.
Which is weird because Ramble Corporate was asking me what minimum wage was in my state.
Oh, that's weird.
That's so weird.
God, that's rude of them. That's rude of them.
So strange.
That is very rude of them. That is,
What is minimum wage?
What is minimum wage in Texas? 12?
12 bucks?
I don't know.
Are you even getting that?
I negotiated higher. I said no way.
Hey, good for you, man.
So I got it up to 18.
Oh,
hey,
see?
there we go.
That's not bad.
Why are you complaining?
Why do we have this free Cody thing?
Yeah, what do we give a shit now? What is it? There's a chunk of glass somewhere on the ground. I'm barefoot.
That's fine.
I broke a glass last night on accident.
You did?
Yeah, I was moving it because Andre and I were watching at dinner. We're watching a documentary.
And you were like, you drank it. You're like, I'm done.
I'm done. I just throw it. And she usually has to do a diving Mark Duper catch to save it.
Well, it's because you give her the look, like I'm going to throw this.
Right.
You throw it.
Missed it completely.
You didn't give her the
missed
look.
It. I did. She just fumbled it. She just wasn't.
That's on her then. This isn't your fault.
Andrea broke a glass.
Andrea broke the glass. Not you.
Thank you.
You just do what you always do.
Right. I just, thank you. See? So, and I just saw it. It was like, fuck, I should have picked it up when I first saw it. Now I can't see it. But you have shoes on.
Yeah, I have shoes on.
Okay, you're good.
I wear shoes to other people's houses.
Yeah, that's smart. That's a smart thing to do.
It's a cork I have. It's a little cork.
With the balls to show up barefoot.
Oh.
With like a stranger, first time.
Could you imagine? Just walking in someone's house barefoot?
Andrea! Would you have been pissed if when I first went to your parents' house, I was barefoot? I can't hear her. I bet she would have been pissed. Yeah,
like you guys are getting ready, like, hey, let's go visit my parents. You're like, I want to introduce my parents. You guys get ready to leave. You walk out the door. He doesn't throw shoes on. He's just walking out. He leaves barefoot, does the whole trip barefoot, get ready to go into your parents' house, and he's just still barefoot.
Barefoot. That'd be bad?
Yeah, we'd have like a major problem. And
wow. A major problem. Wow.
Yeah, but I heard it's better for your feet to go around barefoot.
Well, we played. Okay, so.
Right? Yeah, unless you live in LA.
Yeah.
But Jared's got a bad back, and he's probably got a bad back due to the fact that he's always worn shoes.
Yes. You would actually heard sandals are really bad for your back.
Yeah, flip-flops are
the worst.
Flip-flops
so, honey,
Satan's invention.
You were there. I was actually, the last time we were their parents, I was barefoot, July 4th.
Yeah.
Her brother, and myself were throwing a football around in the front yard, concrete, asphalt, and I'm barefoot like a moron, thinking I'm just going to be out there for 2 or 3 throws. We're there for what, 45 minutes? And
I kept saying, go put shoes
the bottom of my feet were a nightmare.
Well, yeah,
Like-
you're running on concrete for 45 minutes.
Massive blister. It was brutal. It was. But now I did something. Now her brother is usually the one who shows us cool shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I showed her brother something he
What?
didn't even know.
What?
Well, we can't talk about it on the phone. No, I showed her brother.
Hey-o!
I showed her brother a different way to throw a football.
Okay.
The Troy Aikman way.
What's the Troy Aikman way?
Cody, do you know this?
Put the finger on the end?
No laces.
Oh, the no laces way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's more accurate. You get a tighter spiral. You know that. You got to know this. You get a way tighter spiral with the no laces. The only problem is if it's raining, you're fucked, right? If you play in the rain, you're fucked. But
If you have larger hands, you don't need to do that.
right, if
For
you got
smaller
massive,
hands,
small, that's true.
Troy
But if-
Aikman had small hands.
he thought he had
And
big hands.
and a
Troy.
small wiener, from what I've
I
heard.
heard it very small.
Micro penis. You heard that here first. Micro penis. You don't need the.
It's
laces.
even with no, because her brother's a pretty tall dude. He was loving it. He was like, "Holy shit, way tighter spirals." I'm telling you, man. Have you ever tried throwing no
I
laces?
do. I throw better with the laces.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. I throw better no laces. I used to always do laces. My
Like
dad.
Terry Bradshaw, I think Mark Rippon with the old
Yeah.
quarterback. He put his pointer finger on the tip of the football.
the tip of the football.
and said he was more accurate that way. But I can't throw a spiral.
But
to
he
him.
also had a hand like Andre the Giant, didn't he?
He had a monster cock too.
Ran a
He was
monster
quite the cocksmith, legendary cocksmith, Mark Rippon.
Yeah, my dad taught me laces, obviously.
Yeah, that's what you're taught.
And I was always like, but then it was after high school. My buddy was like, "Nah, dude," and it was like, because he was so accurate. But I was like, "How?" He goes, "No laces, man. Trust me." And it was. Now I got used to that. At first, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Right?
Right.
I couldn't do it, but now I think I throw better no laces.
All right,
than
so you
do
going
laces.
pro?
I might. I'm gonna try out.
Try out?
Try out. Well, there's not even gonna be a season. What do I have to lose? You know,
Dak's not gonna.
Dak's
He's gonna be
holding
gone
out.
in a year.
He'll be gone.
He'll be gone in a year.
Fuck. It's to the Redskins, and I'll laugh my ass off when he goes to Washington. All the shit you talked, and now you
No.
got to support him.
We're gonna get
That's
Aaron
gonna be
Rodgers.
fucking hilarious. Would you take him right now if you were a good team? You would, right? You have to.
I think he's going to the Niners next year.
You think?
Aaron Rodgers,
Ooh, they're gonna just
because they're
the
going to
Garoppolo experiment ends.
They're giving Garoppolo one more season. Aaron Rodgers, because they drafted Love. Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers has one more year, and I think
Do you know what happens if let's say they don't have a season this year because of COVID? Is next year Aaron Rodgers on his last year, or does that expire and now he's a free agent starting next season?
it depends. Because I know with baseball, service time is a big deal. You have to get this year had to
Yeah.
count for service time, so
Right.
they could get one more year in before so they become free agents.
Right.
Football, I don't know if you cancel football. Does this count? Do they get service time? Do
That's
they
what
get
I'm
that year?
wondering. Like, is
Well, I think no matter what with baseball, they negotiated they're getting service time
Yeah,
no
they
matter
did.
what happens.
Yeah, baseball. That was the early negotiations. Like, well, no matter what happens this year, counts for service time.
so do you know what happens, Cody? Let's say we don't have a season this year. Is Dak just a free agent?
It depends.
That's a good question.
That's between the NFL Player Association and the
Yeah.
NFL to negotiate that out if
wonder.
service time counts. Because of course the Player Association is going to want service time to count,
To count, they get the money.
and the NFL
Yeah.
does not.
They do not. They wouldn't want that at all. And so I'm rooting for whatever the players want. That's my, you know what I mean?
It's usually
Whatever.
best to go with the players.
Yeah. Did you hear Dion's rant about?
No.
Did you hear about this, Cody? Dion was on Twitter basically calling
Yes, I did
out
hear
the
about
players
this.
who you're here to compete.
Who opted out for coronavirus?
Yeah, who opted out for
Yeah.
Corona. He's like, how could you're here to compete? You're here. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Eat a dick.
Eat a
Deion Sanders.
massive one. I mean,
off.
and he had a run with both our teams, so this is not biased. We are.
No.
we-
I was on the Dion train for 3 months, 4 months, however long he played in that uniform.
it was. I
So
couldn't
he started
believe
getting burned by second and third string
it was
running
bad. Yeah,
receivers.
That was the fall was rough. That was
And
a rough-
quick.
and quick.
It was a cliff.
Man, isn't that
It was not a slow descent for
No,
Dion.
That's why that's the only thing that would worry me. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if I'm a Laker fan, I'm a little scared of that happening with LeBron soon. A little bit. Don't get me wrong, he is world class, right? Like I hope for his sake because he seems like he's a good dude. It's a gradual
I
decline.
think it'll be like Kobe's.
Yeah.
Kobe was a gradual. I mean, he also took 1,000 shots, but
Yeah.
I think LeBron's game is so well rounded. I don't think it'll be a sudden.
He can find other ways
He'll
to
find
stay
other way.
relevant.
He can pass.
Yep,
he
he'll
can
still
dribble.
be able to pass. That's true.
He can play point.
Yeah,
I mean, he
okay.
can or
He
point
could- he
forward.
could play
He
center.
He could do point forward.
Yeah,
sort
dude.
of thing.
Yeah, that's
I don't think the drop off will be like that. The defense may go first.
right. I think if you're a triple double machine,
Yeah.
you can last longer.
Yes.
Because
you have other skills.
One of those things you can continue to do, right? You can continue to do
assists,
right? You can
or
keep
rebounds.
doing one of those things, probably one out of those three things.
Yeah.
If not, if you're not lucky, have to get 2 out of the 3. But yeah, that's a good point. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Can we start the music?
Yeah, do it.
All right, let's do it. Whoa!
Oh,
what
come
the
on.
hell?
What happened?
Oh yeah. Let's clear playback.
Well, this is not. We were
this is-
ready to jump in.
I know.
Yeah, you guys were talked about being so prepared.
Cody.
Hey! We're prepared. You hear that? You
Mike.
can't hear that. That's on us too. Cody can't even hear it. That's kind of on us. All right, sing along if you know it. I catch the paper, boy, but things don't really change. I'm standing in the wind, but I never wave bye-bye. But I tried. I tried. There's no sign of life. It's just power to charm. I'm lying in the rain, but I never wave bye-bye. But I try. I try. Never gonna fall for modern love. What's at me? Modern love walks on by. Modern love gets me to the church on time. What's up, everybody? Here we are. You got to the Ramble on time. Bam.
Yeah, they did.
Number 245.
Is the Ramble a religion yet?
How is it not?
Should it be?
I think.
Because we would have to pay taxes
Oh, that's a good point.
if we did the Church of the
That
Ramble.
would be great. At least you and I could get out of taxes.
Right.
I don't know about Cody. It's
Well-
tough with the contract situation.
Yeah.
But you and I.
But we could get out of
Yeah.
taxes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's important.
That's what matters. Right. Cody, for now, that's what matters.
So if someone could send us the paperwork to file as a religion,
Why don't we?
we should do that.
Why don't we? That would be great. I think it feels like a religion to me, doesn't it?
It's absolutely a
Every
religion.
Sunday we're here.
We're here on Sundays, right?
Right? Longer than a church service.
Way longer, more entertaining,
More exciting.
way more f-bombs. Same amount of f-bombs.
Same amount of F-bombs. Lot. I mean, it's. I don't get it.
Not as many dick pics.
Not as many dick pics. And I think we're good with that. I think we want to stand apart a little bit,
Yeah.
right? Set ourselves.
Dick pics are bad.
Yeah, they're not good. Nobody wants that.
No.
Please email us, ramble@theramblepod.com.
Do it.
Follow us on Twitter,
Do it.
Twitter @podcastramble1.
Do that.
Instagram @podcastramble. We
Do
also
that.
have a TeePublic store with merchandise that you can go buy right now.
Yeah.
People have bought Ramble
we've
masks.
made nearly $8.
We have and then Ray Tolius finally got the pillow.
Did he finally?
Remember, he showed the picture.
That only
he
takes
finally got
that only took like 4 months.
4
from
months to
TeePublic?
get from here to Australia from TeePublic.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sorry about that.
Where are we at right now? We are
You
still
gotta change
no
that
new-
shit.
I don't know why that doesn't change. That's weird. It's just a picture of me holding up a trophy. It's weird. And that's the Ramble. But if you go on iTunes, it's the
there.
image you made.
Yeah, it's
but
weird.
when on my, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it one
Oh,
bit.
really?
I don't like it one bit. I don't
Maybe
like
I
it
gotta
one bit.
complain to corporate.
You might need to. We're still at 110 5-star ratings.
Come
though.
on.
Come on, everybody. 5-star this. Even if you don't like iTunes, just drop in, do it,
Even
drop
if-
out.
No
That's
matter
it.
what side of the Civil War you're on, you can still rate
Exactly.
and give a.
We got an update from Colin Maggs.
Colin, okay.
Hey, guys, sorry, don't have anything for this week's subjects. I thought I'd update you on me as requested. I'm home getting stronger every day. Thank
That's
God.
good.
Thank
Good to
goodness.
hear.
Most of the symptoms are now gone. I'm just wiped out more than anything. I'm sleeping a lot. Thank you and the Ramblers for your kindness and support. It means a lot. I had outstanding care from the NHS. They truly are people who deserve all the respect and appreciation and more wages,
Yes,
especially the
they
nursing
do.
staff. Though I couldn't get a sponge bath off the lovely nurses looking after me. LOL. Take care, everybody. Stay safe and smiling. Thank you, Colin. I'm glad
Glad you're better, buddy.
you're doing
Or
better,
getting better.
man. Yes, absolutely, man. Fuck, that's scary.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, it's not real.
Did you call the nurse sweetheart? Because
Did you-
maybe that would have worked.
Maybe that would have worked.
Sweetheart, I need a sponge bath.
Jeremy Bienvenu says, I need to preface this by saying I never intended to cause a divide between the Ramble and the Ramblers. I realized listening to last week's episode that maybe it was a mistake taking my concerns about Cody's treatment public.
Maybe?
As an apology, I'd like to say that I was very impressed with you last week, Jerry.
Whoa! Wow. Tide is turning.
Printing out everyone's emails is a surefire way to make sure no
You
one's
should see what he's
forgotten.
done this week with the whole rundown.
Oh, no.
What?
Except that didn't happen. You read my Hall of Fame hat in top 5, but you skipped my open close encore.
God damn it, Jerry.
Granted, it wasn't a true one because I only had just a friend listed. But so did some other Ramblers, and theirs got read. I have to wonder if this is another screw job by the evil commish for pushing the Cody Renaissance. I'm just
Should we call
saying.
it Cody-sance?
Cody-sance. Cody has never done that to me. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I wouldn't be surprised if this
Jerry.
email disappears as
Jerry, we're under a microscope.
well. I know. Wilford Brimley and Ray Charles deserve better, but I refuse to cross a picket line, so I have no submissions for this week. Hashtag franchise tag Cody.
We're under a microscope. You can't be dropping top 5s.
I said this before we started recording. Jerry's scared. This is why he's going above and beyond.
I'm fucking up. Still fucking up. Keenan Vega, a.k.a. Kingsley, emergency announcement. The Ramble stormtroopers have discovered that Cinesnob Cody, the leader of the rebellious attempted coup, has been caught. The rebellion has been crushed.
Good.
All found rebels have been impaled
Thank
upside
you.
down, mouth to ass, not out the mouth.
That's the way we do it here.
Lining the road to Ramble Fortress, the traitor is Cody, as servitude to the evil commish has now been loaned in perpetuity as the personal stroke boy of Dexter the Molester to do with as he pleases. The evil commish has proclaimed that the artist formerly known as Cody has also lost all rights as citizen, thus nullifying his one-day contract. He is required to fulfill all duties to benefit the Ramble Nation at no cost to the nation, as the evil commish requires. Let this be a warning to any future disputes of rebellious ideologists and common workers upset with one-day contracts.
Wow.
Thank you, Kingsley. Dustin Jacobs, note, I am, for one, am 100% behind corporate's decision to keep Cody day-to-day, hour-to-hour, second-to-second, etc. He calls himself a critic who lives in San Antonio. Red flag.
Red flag.
The capital of film in Texas is Austin. Everyone knows that. Then we get these lists of films he's avoided. A true film critic avoids nothing. I'm firmly behind Jerry Rocha, the face of the franchise, and his number one tailback, Edwin Pence. Hashtag Team Predator. Hashtag Team Willow.
Whoa. Hashtag
Naked Cody deserves nothing. Hashtag Earn It.
Wow.
That's okay, Cody.
Okay. There's a deep, was it Chism?
It's a
Gizm?
chasm. It's formed.
Jism is something else.
Jism. A jism
a
is
deep
formed.
jism.
A deep jism is formed.
Jism
And
is what happened on Jizz,
wait.
guys.
Is this an episode of
Just
talking about the deepest
wait,
jisms?
I think we have episode 48.
It's episode 48 where they...
What would you call like a big? You know what I mean, like a chasm?
Oh, like a rift?
Yeah,
Between two people?
But I think the best way to mend those kind of rifts, you fill it with jizz.
Oh, absolutely. That's why it's a
You
jism.
fill it with
You
jizz.
call it a jism.
A jism.
You fill a chasm with a jism.
You want me to tell you something, pal? You always got the right answer when we need it. A jism.
That's right.
A jism,
Jism.
chasm, jism.
Jism.
Chasm. But I think
Chasm, jism.
Chasm, jism.
Let's just call it a jism.
But isn't jism already a word? That's a formal way to say jizz, I believe, is jism.
That's right.
So we got to...
So put it in a sentence.
Okay.
Okay, I wiped up all the jism
Right.
after I watched that movie.
Okay. That's that one.
That's
now,
how you use jism in a sentence.
Now, how do we use our new jism in the sentence?
The jizz guys
Yes.
had an argument.
Right.
And it almost caused a jism
Perfect.
in jizz
Perfect.
guys.
Perfect.
Jizz talk was almost ruined by a jism.
We're going to go to the phones. We got Ralph in Connecticut.
Hey, Ralph!
Hey, guys.
What's your question?
Okay. Oh, fuck.
What's your question, Ralph?
Should that be like a Jizz Hall of Fame? I love you guys. I just want to say you're great. And should there be a Hall of Fame for Jizzers?
Oh, absolutely.
I think so.
Absolutely
I
is.
think so. You know what, my friend? You and I need to have all the votes.
Yeah.
We need to be.
We should be the
committee.
reporters.
The committee. I mean, we got Cody at the boards. If he wants to have a vote, he can get a vote too.
Cody can have whatever, Cody. But you really want to know who belongs in the Jizz Hall of Fame? You talk to the Jizz guys. Jizz guys know.
Dog. We know. We'll tell you.
Jizz talk.
We'll tell you right now. Jeez, Cody gets screwed over there too.
Yeah, I jump from job to job, and it's
Maybe it's something you're
same
putting
thing.
out on your end.
Right, Cody? I mean, God, I hate to play the blame game here.
I gotta say, life is a lot better operating the jizz boards over there.
Wow,
okay.
man, shots kind of fired.
Kind of fired?
Smith.
Those guys were good to me, but this no.
Jizz guys were.
The Jizz guys were good.
Jizz guys are better than we are.
upstanding citizens.
Well,
Good
they are
people.
honest.
They are honest. They don't. Look, my friend.
They don't hide anything.
The Jizz talk with. Let's sing. I want to. Should we sing a little bit?
Yeah.
Sing and play that harmonica, huh?
What hat would they wear?
We got to find a way to have Cody hear this. Cody, come on, it's 2020.
Open
How can we not
code.
figure this out, right? How would we get you to hear?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's already got his microphone.
We had to do
that.
this.
There's a way to do it. If you're running a mixer and an audio interface, that would work. But
That's what I have.
Well,
yeah,
we're-
but you.
we do so much on this end.
I know. I can't do anymore.
We're tapped out here
We tapped
with
out.
the inputs and the outputs.
We really did. And my apology to Jeremy Bienvenu. I screwed a job him bad.
You screwed job him real
Wait,
bad.
time out. Is Michaels forgiven for what he did to Marty Jannetty now?
In retrospect, if you look at the entire thing as a whole, then yes.
Did you hear about this, Cody?
No.
Marty Jannetty on Twitter, I guess this would have been a week and a half ago now?
Facebook.
On Facebook. On Facebook, admitted confessed to murder. Pro wrestler Marty Jannetty, one half of the Rockers, talked about how he was at a bowling alley or something.
Bowling alley. He went to go buy
He was
weed from a
13.
guy.
Yeah.
The guy pulled him behind the bowling alley.
He called him a racial a slur for a homophobe for a
Yes.
homosexual person. Marty Jannetty.
Three-letter word.
A three-letter word that
Begins
Marty
with F.
Jannetty calls him in the post.
Yes.
He says it, and then he goes, "That was the first time I made someone disappear."
Yes.
That's what he said. The first time I made someone
Jesus.
disappear.
And then they asked him about it later.
Yes.
He got questioned about it.
Yep.
And he said, "I'm not saying I killed him, but he'll never bother anyone again."
Right.
And basically said he took a brick and was hitting with the guy, and I think at one point said, "I didn't mean to kill him." As I was bashing.
And he also
the
said
brick.
what river he
And threw him in the river.
threw him in a river.
And he keeps going, "I didn't kill anybody, but he'll never bother anyone again." I'm like, this is exactly what you're saying.
When the guy crawled out, he just crawled out of the river with brain trauma, covered in blood.
So yes, Shawn Michaels was in the right to
he
put
was
him
in
through
right.
the barbershop
My
window.
God, Marty Jannetty. I would have never.
He was supposed to be the guy you felt bad for. In the
Yes,
Rockers.
you really did. I thought he got for years. I did feel.
But now
bad
you go,
for him.
wait, Shawn Michaels knew something.
Michaels knew. Jesus,
knew.
brutal, huh? Fuck. So what? Wilford Brimley goes into the Roll Hall of Fame. Pat Crothers.
PC.
Hey, Ramblers. Hope everybody's doing well and staying sane. Wilford Brimley, the Quaker Oats commercial. It's the right thing to do.
The right thing to do.
Charles Phillips
CP.
says, I really hope you like your gift, Jerry and Eddie. I really miss Jizz Talk's OG opening. Welcome to Jizz Talk with Kenneth and Savage, where we blow your load and we blow your mind. I really hate the new opening. You ask and we'll tell you have to splash. Also, Jerry is Kenneth and Eddie is Savage, and he calls his hot takes on Jizz Talk Savage Dunk.
Oh, here's another savage
Time for
dunk.
another Savage Dunk. They like that noise. They have like the Savage Dunk.
Did you hear a splash?
Right. Like a spoon, like a gross. Oh, God. Honey, he came out at the right time.
Perfect timing.
At the right time.
To hear another savage dunk.
Another Savage Dunk about Jizz.
By your pal Savage.
Kenneth and Savage. Charles Phillips says, Wilford Brimley, as great an actor he is, I can't put a single movie. His Hall of Fame had us for the diabetes test commercials. How many countless hours of enjoyment have you gotten from him riding a horse, telling you about his diabetes testing supplies and where you can get them because he's Wilford Brimley?
Diabetes.
Not wrong. Gary Priest says, hey, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody, been sidelined for a while. I'm still behind on my listening, but I want to get back into submitting, so here it goes. China Syndrome for the Brims. Bojack the Ripper.
Bojack.
Hey, guys, absolutely love last week's episode. You guys ripping on me for my John Hughes picks of Dennis and Menace and Beethoven. I've not laughed that hard in a long time. I need it. Thank you. Now my pick for episode 245, what hat would they wear? Wilford Brimley. Honorable mention goes to the diabetes commercials and Ewoks Battle of Endor. I had no idea that was even a movie, but I watched clips on YouTube, and it just looks horrible enough for me to want to see it.
Yeah, you can't find it. It's hard to find.
Right? Wilford goes into the Hall of Fame for The Thing. The scene's him flipping out, taking Max to the control room, brings him there, and bang, ready to go. That's a great one. Ooh, Graham and Faye, greetings to the Great White North, fellow Ramblers. 2020 continues with lackluster shenanigans.
Yes.
Yahoo Serious skips out on paying his rent so that he can purchase Dana Plato's Winnebago. Dexter's secret ingredient in his pea soup isn't love. Instead, it's Rancor anal polyp. Shivers down the spine. And now I've lost the ability to determine if Eddie's telling the truth on Florida Man Fridays. They all sound real now?
I know.
Whiskey Tango
true.
Foxtrot. Just for the HE double hockey stick. Just wearing the HE double hockey sticks are all the effing Care Bears. We sure could use a good old-fashioned Care Bear stare. Right a boot now. And then he shows this awesome
Aw.
pentagram Care Bear image, great. Oh, come on now. Wilford Brimley, a lone-suited barrister in a dark gray overcoat, walks up to the Ramble Hall of Fame podium, places a briefcase on the pedestal, opens up, hands a crisp embossed business card to the evil commish, and bam, with
firm.
stern cold gaze and the firm handshake, he departs without a word.
He was creepy in that movie.
The card reads, William Devasher, head of security, Vendini, Lambert, and Locke.
He was scary in that movie.
Yes. And he was just in the middle of cooking breakfast when he randomly threw up a podcast, an old podcast I was on, where we were talking about Wilford Brimley on the thing. Go ahead. He's I'm going to go ahead and buy me a lottery ticket right now. And then Graham says, speaking of Wilford Diabetes Brimley, I think another fantastic suggestion for Cody via some 80s action quality fromage is learning how to dodge bullets via Remo Williams.
Remo Williams.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The adventure continues or begins?
Begins.
But it never continued.
It never continued.
It never continued.
Running the risk of performing as Sephora Sean nervously looks over the shoulder for Joe Capone. Technically speaking, Remo the Destroyer Williams is part of the Marvel Universe. Perhaps we might see an MCU deep cut nod to either Remo, Master, Sineju, or perhaps even Stick in the Shang-Chi movie. Who knows? Maybe someday we'll get the opportunity to listen to a re-MCU on a future Remo Williams project. Wait, is that true? I heard about this. I heard that there's a connection. But I don't know how or what.
Of Remo Williams to
the MCU.
Really?
Should I Google this? Is this gonna be?
I've never heard that.
No, Cody, you don't know who Remo Williams is, do you?
That might have to go on Good Willow Hunting.
No.
Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins.
The Matrix kind of ripped that off. Remember the way he dodged bullets and stuff?
Well, it was not dodgeable. It was the catch a bullet, wasn't it? Was it catchable?
But he also remember he would just do a sidestep and
was it catching a bullet though?
Yeah.
Did he catch a bullet?
I thought he did.
Or was it dodging?
No, I thought it was dodging.
Was it dodging?
I really thought he was
Maybe
dodging.
It was dodge. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
I gotta look at this. The best movie. Yeah,
Shane Black set to direct new Remo Williams.
That was
movie?
2014.
Oh, come on, don't tease.
I typed in Remo Williams MCU and I see nothing.
I've never heard.
I just get the
great poster.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna double check just to be
just
safe.
Double check and see if that's
critical reception.
That's what we like to do. We like to fact check in real time.
We fact check it's a waste time.
Yeah, we like to.
And nothing. I don't see anything.
Moments.
I don't know what this means. Graham, please
more info.
More info.
I want to know.
I remember hearing something weird like that too a while back.
Remo Williams, the original, or
yeah,
the character Remo Williams.
The character, I guess it maybe had some kind of tie
to
with the MCU. Technically speaking, Remo the Destroyer Williams is part of the Marvel Universe. I don't know. Is that a different character?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. The mystery is still there. Keenan Vega, greetings all. I've been delinquent these last few shows, and I apologize, but I was hyped for the top 5 samurai films and completely forgot to send them in. I omitted the rest of my email, but wanted to hit up my quick top 5. Really could be any order, but I'm a mark for Kurosawa, but even more so for Mifune. He looms large despite only being 5'9", and in those movies, he was already nearly 40.
Yeah.
Japan's greatest star and never lived in the country until he was 21. Sword of Doom, a recommendation from Jerry on a Twitch stream. Holy shit, some of the dopest fight scenes ever. Right? Throne of Blood, the ending alone is amazing. The wrestling was self throughout. Oh, my favorite. Hidden Fortress, great inspiration for Star Wars, etc., but comedic duo and entertaining. Seven Samurai, amazing movie, ripped off continuously. And number 1, Yojimbo, basically a setup. Clint Eastwood's spaghetti western career, one of my favorite movies ever. Comedy, wit, violence, what else do you need? And an enemy with a pistol. Yep. As long as you don't hate black and white movies or subtitles, you owe it to yourself to check these out. Hall of Fame. Wilford Brimley, Hall of Fame hat for me is a thing. My favorite movie, and he plays a big part in it, Against Type also. Joe Santos, he doesn't wear a hat. He comes out wearing a loincloth and a stick and a rock and the Ewoks in the Battle of Endor. Hard Target, a little movie called The Natural. Hey, Brian Withers, Brimley goes in the Hall of Fame for saying diabetes in the commercials and for being on the kick-ass fuzz and tremolo pedal. Look at this. There's an actual fuzz tremolo pedal.
Oh, that's diabetes.
With Wilford Brimley's glowing red eyes. Dustin Jacobs, Wilford Brimley Hall of Fame, The Thing. Diabetes ad, otherwise, The Thing. I had to go The Thing, too. Blair and The Thing was mine.
There's so many things I remember. I remember for Cocoon.
Oh, yeah.
The Natural.
The
Firm. He was frightening in The Firm. The Thing, of course. But I always think of the right thing to do and the tasty way to do it.
Quaker Oats. Cody?
Quaker Oats.
That's a great one. Cody, were you able to jump in on this one?
Not really, because I went with diabetes testing supplies as well, because that is my reference point for Wilford
That's what
Brimley.
you know about the Brims, man. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Watching Price is Right on Sick and Wilford Brimley popping up.
There's this guy in a fucking cowboy hat on a horse just talking about diabetes.
Do you think the catheter people wanted to get him and he just was too much money?
Too much money. Too much money. They want. Of course, they tried to approach Vern, but then they found out about. They were like, no.
Well, he just pisses out of his ass.
Yeah, we're like, never mind. Oh fuck! I'm still laughing about you saying Vern Lundquist shits is coffee. That is so weird and beautiful. Ramble 246, right up Cody's alley. I'm assuming Cody has a tattoo of his pick now.
Oh boy.
Absolutely does.
The Combiners.
Best combiner.
Transformer goes into the Hall of Fame for Combiners. What Combiner is on their hat? Devastator, Superion, Bruticus, Predaking. There's so many.
As original Transformers fans, G1 Transformers fans, it's got to be Devastator.
I don't know. Predaking was so awesome looking.
True, but the original.
I mean, Abominus. God damn.
I know, but the original.
Devastator was the first.
I remember going and looking when the toys first came out, and it was not quite as bad as Cabbage Patch Fever, but
it was nuts.
It was nuts, and they would lock
Remember the
doors.
box that had all of them?
You had to open the door.
Yep.
And it was basically a bin full of because they're all individually packaged, and people were just rushing in. And you're trying to grab all. You're trying to get all of them so you can create the Devastator.
Didn't they do a box set one time?
Early.
Not early. Not at the beginning.
Came out.
Later they did, right? They did the box set.
When it first came out, it was just like people were fighting. You grab what you could, and then you're trading with other people to
get. Superion did the box set initially?
It must have.
I remember Now I remember this, dude. This might be. I wish if Andrea could go back in time and get rid of one thing, it would be this. I bet. I'll never forget. My mom took me to Target.
Yeah.
When it was going to open, because the Dinobots.
Yeah.
Right? And there was already a line of kids. We were some of the first ones there when the Dinobots came out. And then me and this other kid were the first two in line. And we went in, and they funneled us to the toy section. And this employee was like unloading boxes. And me and this other kid just instinctively started helping him like unload and like put them on the shelf. And when we were done, he goes, he asked us both, which ones do you want? And like, yeah, and the kid was like, he wanted Swoop and Grimlock. And he goes, all right. And I had enough for two. And I go, Grimlock and Slag, the Triceratops. And he goes, all right. And we were like, ah!
Best day ever.
Oh my God. Forget it. That was it. Collector forever. That did it.
Wow.
That dude, it was so nice. Just all right. And he just was like, all right, which ones do you want? And it was like, we're like, dude, oh my God.
We had one where I think like, this was like, I was thinking it was in 5th grade or 6th grade. It was right when the Dinobots came out. And we had our friend's mom, my best friend's mom, had a friend who I guess she worked in a toy store. She had some sort of connection where she got a bunch.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, and the kid's like, hey, me and a bunch of other kids, my mom's going to pick us up. We're going to go over to this lady's house and just bring some money. And so she picks us up on like a Saturday, and we all get in a car and we drive over there. And we go, and the dining room table is just filled with Transformers in boxes. And we're like, it's like everything you want. I'm like, how the fuck did you get all this shit?
Oh my God.
And we're basically there like, I want that one and that one. And we're paying this lady. I don't know. We're probably paying her more than they're fucking.
Right.
Because I'm a kid. My mom just gave me, here, take this money. You can spend, get what you can get with this.
Holy shit.
And so that's how I got the Dinobots.
Oh.
And then, but that moment's always like ruined for me because I got out of the car and I was just like driving home like I got all the Dinobots. Like I was in the backseat of my friend's mom's car. I'm just like, oh, I can't believe I got. And so I get out of the car. She pulls up at the house. I get out of the car and I'm just walking. I'm carrying all the Dinobots like this, and I didn't even say thank you.
Of course,
to the kid's
you
mom.
Were so.
I was just like, oh, I got everything. I'm just staring, and I hear she rolls the window and she goes, "You're welcome." And I look back and I don't even know what she meant. I don't even know what she meant by that because I'm still like in Dinobot heaven. I'm like, I look back and I'm like, all
right, whatever. Like, yeah, I just got all $5. You just gouged me for these things, so fuck off.
But I was like, I didn't even know.
Wow.
But for her to go, you're welcome. I'm like, fuck off, lady.
Fuck off.
Like I'm in fucking.
You're in heaven. Literally, and she gouged you. I guarantee you probably paid $5 more for each one.
I did, and I was jizzing in my pants, and I was in 5th grade, which I'd never done before.
Amazing.
So I didn't know what that feeling
was. A lot
was.
of firsts were happening.
So many firsts. So I can't remember to say thank you.
Fuck, dude, that was my best day collecting. That was the first.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. Just handed it. Which ones? Okay. And there was not that many, right? Like Grimlock, there's only like 4 of them.
Yeah.
And it was just like here, and then the other kids were like, "What the fuck?" But it was like, "Hey, I mean, I think they were." Yeah, it was. It's not like I grabbed them all, right? I just got the 2.
You're like,
like it was. That was fucking sick.
Nice.
That was sick. And then my other one was 1 year I saved up enough from like getting good grades and shit from like mom and my aunt and her boyfriend that I was able to, over the course of like a month or two, run the table on a G.I. Joe line.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
nice.
Like where you got every one of them. Like I was
Nice.
able to do that. That was a
Nice.
big one. Just like fuck. Okay. It was. I think it was a line that had Road Pig, Roadhog. That you remember the Dreadnought guy who had he came with that big stone mace.
Yeah.
That dude. It was that line. Whatever line that was. I remember being excited that I
Nice.
was able to clean house on it. That was my.
Love being a kid collecting shit.
Fuck yeah, man.
The best.
It's better now.
It is better now.
It is better now.
I can't wait till that G.I. Joe line comes out with the
Are you
Dreadnoughts and
fucking kidding?
Zartan.
That's gonna be.
They have to announce that soon.
They have to. Are you gonna be? That's gonna be their own line.
Yeah. Fuck.
The fucking Dreadnoughts. That's gonna be. Oh God. I know Cody feels bad. We haven't. He's chomping at the bit to talk G.I. Joe.
He's like, let me talk about my collecting stories.
yeah. Let me talk
Yeah.
about my toys and.
Stop hogging all the airtime, guys.
Well, we got to move on to Open Close Encore, Cody. I'm sorry. It's
all right, fine.
Or it's a schedule from corporate. We got to keep
we
it.
have to. I'm sorry, buddy. It's not you.
Open, close,
Not you.
and
Oh, here it is.
encore.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Damn. Jesus Christ. Sorry, ladies. He's married. Damn. You probably have to say that a lot, right? When you take out the harmonica?
Yeah.
A lot of
All the time.
Ladies,
All
I'm
the time.
married.
That's the name of my album.
Sorry, ladies.
Sorry, ladies.
married.
I'm married.
This we're doing the great Ray Charles. Pat Carruthers.
PC?
Yeah, PC. He opens with Shake a Tail Feather, close with what I'd say. Double encore. Georgia on My Mind, Hit the Road Jack. Charles Phillips.
CP?
Yes. He goes, opens with Mess Around, song gets you up and going. Closes with Hallelujah, I Love Her So, the song that lets you slow dance with your girl. And then encore, Hit the Road Jack. He tells everyone it's time to hit the road and get the fuck out. Is that still one of your that's one of my still favorite moments in any going to a live sporting event?
Yeah.
In NBA, when an opposing team member fouls out and they play that song and the whole arena
Yes,
starts
hit
singing
the
that.
road,
That
Jack.
is the best
Don't you
fucking
come back
sport.
no
Oh,
more,
that
no
is so
more,
great.
No more, no more.
Whoever,
Hit the
whatever
road, Jack.
NBA team pulled that one first, genius.
It's almost like the na-na-na.
Nah, yes, that hit the road, Jack. And don't, Gary Priest, open, close, encore. Ray Charles opens with I Got a Woman, closes what I'd say, encore, Georgia on My Mind. Bojack the Ripper.
Bojack.
Open, close, encore. Ray Charles. He opens with Mess Around, get the crowd pumping right off the start. Hit the road, Jack. Seems suitable, telling people the show's over, go home. Encore, Georgia on My Mind. I just love that song. That man was a master, and this will always be my favorite of his. Graham and Faye. Open with Hey, oh, what I'd
Hey,
say.
hey, ho,
with the
ho.
Winnipeg Blue Bombers cheerleaders as backup, and the entire crowd singing with him at a football game.
Wow.
There we go. They close with BB and Ray Charles doing a Nighttime is a Right Time duet. Encore with Jolie Jake and Elwood
nice.
Blues roll a piano on stage. They start to shake a tail feather and mess around.
Nice.
Keenan Vega opens and mess around into what I'd say. Closes Georgia on My Mind. Curtain rises. The piano plays, but it's Jamie Foxx playing the piano with Kanye. Leaning on the piano is a rip-off Ray Charles. I Got a Woman. Unassisted Ray Charles comes out. Flying leap off the top of the piano. Stone Cold stuns Kanye off the piano. Ray gets up like a young Bruce Lee because he know the power of the glow. And Ray kicks the seat out from under Jamie
Bruce
Foxx.
Leroy.
Oh, Bruce Leroy. That gives him the people's elbow. Is that one for Cody to watch?
I have seen The Last Dragon.
Oh, you've seen The Last Dragon.
Okay, good.
I actually hosted in San Antonio a Q&A with Timox.
Oh,
At the
shit.
theater.
Wow.
Dude, Bruce Lee, The Last Dragon was such a show enough.
Show enough.
Oh, what a
Show
with
enough.
both douchebags out cold, Ray sits down, adjusts his glasses, and says to the crowd, "Who's the master?" The crowd yells back, "Show enough." He begins to sing the lyric, "That's good to me, oh yeah," and finishes the damn song the way it was meant to be.
Nice.
Keenan, Kingsley, what a fucking scenario there. Joe Santos, the Hollywood Bowl is black ushers guiding people there, seats with little flashlights, different kind of lights shining, tracking the crowd. Out comes a man with a shoot shiny, sparkly crowd goes wild, opens with America the Beautiful. He says a couple of words, talking, swaying back and forth, telling a story to the crowd mid-song because why we're doing the mess around and because why not? Closes, Hit the Road, Jack. Tell everyone to go home. It's been a great performance because y'all ain't got to go home. You just got to get the fuck out of here. But no one got up. Everyone was clapping and showing respect. Encore, black stage, one shining light from the black claps onto the clapping, everything silent. You hear the man say one thing. Sorry, y'all. I'm sitting here looking at the stars with Georgia on my mind.
Nice.
Ray motherfucking
Nice.
Charles. Brian Withers opens to Shake Your Tail Feather.
We
for
call
the Blues
Brian
Brothers.
Withers B-dubs.
B-dubs. Hallelujah, I love her so. Encore's with I Got a Woman. That's all I got this week. If anyone wants to sign the change.org petition to get Cody the franchise tag, let me know. Ramble on, Brian Withers. I don't know about that. Whatever.
Wow. I take back B-dubs.
I do, man.
Not nicknaming them.
Dustin Jacobs says,
You guys are not impartial. You claim that you're impartial, but you say shit like this.
Very
We
impartial.
toe the company line.
Come on.
That's all.
Dustin Jacobs says he opens with I Got a Woman, closes with Georgia on My Mind, encores with Hit the Road Jack.
Hit the road, Jack.
I have him opening with Nighttime is the Right Time.
Okay.
Then he closes with Hit the Road Jack, encores Georgia on My Mind.
I open with Mess Around.
Ooh.
I close with Shake It Tell Feather with the Blues Brothers.
Yep.
And then Nighttime is the Right Time for my encore.
Cody?
I open with What I'd Say.
Oh, boom, boom,
I
boom, boom.
close with Hit the Road Jack, and I encore with Georgia on My Mind.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Next Ramble 246. Weezer.
Oh.
What would Weezer open, close, and encore with? Ramble at the ramblepod.com. Get him in, huh? Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
Get him the fuck in, baby. Ramble at the ramblepod.com. What Hall of Fame hat? The Transformers go in for combiners. What combiners on the hat? Eddie
Right.
thinks it's a no-brainer, Devastator.
I just have good memories.
Yeah. Oh, great memories.
So-
What would we? I remember him being unbeatable till the Dinobots showed up. Remember they would just pound the ground. And
Well,
make
that's
him-
why they had the Dinobots,
Yeah.
to battle Devastator.
Yeah, you needed him. And then in the movie, they kind of made Devastator even stronger because now the Dinobots were a little like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, here we go. I guess we got to.
And then Bruckheimer totally fucked up Devastator.
That was so
Didn't
bad.
even know what Devastator looked like.
The Michael Bay Devastator. Bruckheimer produced that, didn't he?
Yeah. He
Oh.
directed it.
That was Michael Bay.
Oh, Michael Bay.
Yeah,
Bruckheimer
Michael Bay.
Michael
Yeah.
Bay directed. That's right.
That fucking Devastator.
That Devastator is fucking. It's a fucking. It's a sin.
Didn't it have nuts?
It's a sin.
Yeah, it was.
It did have balls, didn't
Didn't
it?
have balls. I thought it was just enough.
It's a sin. It was a sin.
It was a sin against
crime
human-
against God.
Fuck, it was.
There is one.
You got to watch that. You're probably done with it by now, aren't you? The
I'm probably done
Transformers
with
show.
it. By the time this comes
Dude,
out,
you're
I'm
going to
probably
hit
done
me
with
up. I'm telling you, man. Cody, I'm just saying give it a shot. That's it. I'm putting it out there. Give it a chance. It ain't half bad. It's definitely a cartoon, but it is kind of for kids.
Kinda.
A little dark though. I mean, there's some gnarly shit goes down, but yeah, it ain't bad. I'm telling you, it ain't bad. All right, let's sing some more, huh?
Do it, dude.
I'm reading books. I'm playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games. Oh. Jesus. Man. I'm telling you, Cody. You just got to hear this just once.
You'll cream your pants.
You'll cream. I'm still running through Ghost of Tsushima, Paper Mario, The Origami King, Predator, Hunting Grounds, Animal Crossing, and now for my Retro Roadshow that drops tomorrow, Kid Icarus. I love that game.
I haven't played that in a minute. It's been
I
a long
love
time
that.
since I played that
You know how much I love Kid Icarus?
How much?
My name on eBay is Bid Icarus.
I'm
I'm
not
not even making that up.
Very punny.
Bid Icarus. Thank you. That's my guy right there. Charles Phillips. He's video games restarted Borderlands, playing in order chronically Borderlands a pre-sequel, Borderlands 2, Tales from the Borderlands, and Borderlands 3. Reading Predator: Deadliest of Species. Nothing like a book about a badass ladies killer motherfucker and xenomorphs. I didn't know this. Cody, you seen Aliens?
No. I own it. It's in shrink wrap on my DVD
I
shelf.
can't even go. I can't even continue. He's out. That's it. Well, it's just I mean, man, you should see the walk of disappointment. Eddie is stunned right now. Oh man, that has to be Cody. You got to watch that after Predator, which you're probably not even done with. You got to. All right, look. Next week, we got to do the Good Willow Hunting. And you got to watch Predator and Aliens is next. Pop that motherfucker open and watch it. Oh, my God. I'm almost excited, though. I wish I could see Predator for the first time. I mean, Aliens for the first time ever.
Me
Right
too.
now. I don't know if I tell the story on the Ramble, but maybe I did. That stands a test. My 14-year-old godson was visiting.
No, I just watched
last
it recently.
summer.
It doesn't. You don't
He-
you don't look at that movie and go, "This doesn't hold up."
He was watching it, and like, into the there were moments where he was muttering and like no it was I was like oh shit this still has it.
It's not one of those movies where it's like modern editing
right
would have made it better. It's edited well for the story itself.
Yes.
It's like everything about it.
Oh fuck. I mean,
some of the special effects at the beginning with the ships that doesn't quite hold up. With
right, you can tell that's a little model flying in a but man,
it doesn't take away from that movie.
Fucking hell, that movie. Do you have the director's cut, Cody, or do you just have?
I might. I have to go check.
What do you
Let's go
think?
see. I'm gonna go
All
see.
right, go see. Should he start with the director's cut, or do we start with what we saw?
I don't know.
Okay, real quick. Did you know there was a cut scene with Burke in the cocoon?
No. Is it the director's cut?
It didn't even make that.
Oh.
It's the theatrical and the special edition.
Jesus Christ!
See?
Look at it.
Wow, you have. Oh my God.
Don't even Don't look. Alien is great. Don't even fuck with
You
it.
don't
Watch
need
Aliens.
You don't need
Just
Alien to see Aliens.
They tell you what happens in the
You don't
beginning.
need
The first 5 minutes of Aliens sums it all up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Cody. Jesus Christ!
Get on.
I mean,
that
I
shit.
have it. That's got to count for.
You
something.
had Willow for a year.
That's true.
But I hate to do this to Willow. It's a far superior film.
Oh yeah, no knock on Willow. Willow
no
knows
knock
where-
on Willow. Willow
Willow
knows. What it is.
knows.
But
Aliens is
Cody, you
superior.
got to get on this. Pop that motherfucker open and watch it when we're done. It is. Oh my God,
man.
So do you know what he did? What James Cameron did? It's one of the few sequels where it is above and beyond a different movie, right? Then there's no retreading. So the first Alien. Do you know the premise of the first Alien?
Mm-mm.
So they're just assigned. Sigourney Weaver's part of a. I'm gonna spoil it for you. Sorry. Sigourney Weaver's part of a scientific mission. They find this derelict spacecraft that's crash landed somewhere. They find all these pods everywhere, and then this thing jumps on one of the crew members, attaches itself to his face, and then it just dies off naturally a couple of days later. And they're just having dinner in the mess hall on this ship, and like, well, that was weird. And then this fucking alien just bursts out of the dude's chest, killing him. And it's this tiny little thing. It runs off. It grows to an adult size really quick and just starts killing off because they're a scientific vessel. They don't really have weapons on board, right? And then Ash, who's played by the great Ian Holm, is a cyborg who they find out his mission is to make sure that anything they find makes it back to this corporation that owns everything. They're trying to weaponize this thing. So he happily sabotages everything that's going on. Sigourney Weaver's got to fight him off and the fucking alien, which she shoots into outer space, and then she just floats back home.
Yeah.
So the first movie was a horror film of one thing picking apart. It's like Jason, basically, right?
Yes.
It's just picking apart these people one by one. There's no weapons. Part two is there's a planet full of them.
They've infested a colony. They've taken there's a colony on a planet.
Colony that's been infested, and Sigourney Weaver, she was just floating in outer space. She never made it home, and she was in hypersleep.
Yeah.
So they find her ship, and she's like, she's aged 5 minutes since the first movie, but it's been like 50 plus years. And so they wake her up and they say, look, we found a whole we haven't heard from this colony. And so she goes with an entire squad of Marines.
She knows about this creature.
Yeah. So it goes from horror film, the first one just claustrophobic horror movie, to all-out sci-fi action horror is the second one. It's like it did a great job of just how do I make a sequel
without telling the same story.
It's fucking, oh man, it is great. And of course they bleed pure hydrochloric acid, so that's why you don't really want to shoot one, because any residue explosion from the bullet is gonna maybe fucking fuck you up. Dude, it is fucking,
it's great.
It's fantastic, Cody. You got to check out I go Predator, Aliens. It's better than Predator. I hate to say this too, but hate to do this to Predator.
Again, Predator knows.
Predator knows what it is. Aliens is Predator is a lot of fun.
Yes.
And I can watch it all. Aliens, I think you get into great film status.
Yes.
Like that's
one of the
Aliens,
all-time great films.
One of the all-time great science
Predator's
fiction.
just fun and probably the best Schwarzenegger movie.
Yes. There you go.
But
Aliens
is a great film.
It's like a great movie.
Yes.
Yeah. It definitely. I mean, man, it was. Cameron was hot from Terminator. But that one really pushed him over.
Yeah.
Aliens pushed Cameron over. Like, I mean, shit, that was. Do you know how he got it made, Cody?
Cameron?
Yeah. Did you hear the story about this? How he got I think it's actually confirmed, but supposedly he had a pitch meeting with 20th Century Fox.
Yeah.
And he wrote Alien on a chalkboard. And
I remember that.
He added an S. and then he turned the S into a dollar sign. That was it. Like, okay, like how about we have a shit ton of them? Like instead of just one, let's put a whole fucking planet out there. It is.
I mean, I have seen Prometheus and Alien Covenant, so.
Oh God! Well, now, geez, this is going to be such a breath of fresh air for you. Like you're like, oh, they actually did this right. Oh, this is how you do this. Prometheus was so bad. I could not get it. I know people. There are some people who love it. I just couldn't get into that movie, and I didn't even bother seeing Covenant.
I didn't see Covenant.
I was like,
it's better than. I think Prometheus is better than Covenant.
Oh God.
Wow! Fucking hell!
I didn't like Covenant at all.
I didn't see it.
Covenant, I think, was trying to redo the first one, right? That was just one alien, right? It was just one creature that they were fighting, I think, in Covenant. But
I don't think so.
If you can try to Eternal Sunshine those two movies and just go in watching Aliens, it is, goddamn, it is. You will be ashamed. Those the people who, what Ridley Scott needs to be ashamed of himself for trying to go back and do it. You know what I mean? Like,
don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
It was perfect.
Alien was fucking perfect.
And I'm all for sequels. I love Star Wars and MCU. I love watching stories be told and stretched out and pulled apart.
But do it well.
But like fucking Aliens was just nothing needed to come after that.
Even Alien 3, as I enjoyed it, but nope, it was shit compared to Aliens. I mean, it should have been 1 and 2, and they just walk away.
Yeah.
They just re-release them in theaters every 10 years if you want to make money. Because I'll go see that. I would go if COVID wasn't a thing. And they're like, hey, we're rerunning. We're going to, every 10 years, we're showing Aliens again at theater. Yeah. Dude, I went and saw it in Dallas. There was a theater that would do midnight runs like that. And they showed Aliens. That was, everyone was so excited because these were all people who didn't get to see it in the theater.
Yeah.
And so it just had the same, like, effect as the first time you see it. I mean, the ending, which I won't spoil.
Yeah.
Such a pop.
Oh, I would imagine.
It was such a pop. It was like,
it's a great pop. It's one of the best pops in movie history.
One of the best pops in movie history. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And I still lost my mind like the first time I saw it, just getting to see it on a big screen. Dude, that fucking, man, it is, I'm telling you, Cody, Aliens is, shit.
The shit.
It is so good. It is so fucking good. All right. It was fucking masterful. That's all I'm saying. Just watch it. Just watch it, Cody. That's all we ask.
Just take it out of the wrap.
Just
at least do that.
First
step one. Just take it out.
It's been open.
It's been open.
Hey!
Okay.
Graham and Faye, current suggestion for the current shout-out conundrum. How about you continue to mention any new listeners on each episode, but save the master list for either Ramble Radio or perhaps every 5th Ramble Prime episode?
That's not a bad idea.
I'm kind of split on even suggesting this, as is definitely as part of the enjoyment of each episode. The shout-out has always been connected to the Ramblers directly to the podcast, and from the show production angle, there have been some epic funny readings which routinely became highlights of the show. The Kenny Rogers, you picked to find time to leave me Lucille sing-along immediately comes to mind. But how the hell can Faye and myself make it through a week without singing Boot, Montez, Boot, Boot? It's a real Kobayashi Maru situation, but I have faith in Ramble Corporate to choose the correct path.
We do too.
Hashtag Viafana Emancipation. Oh, look at Graham and Faye.
Wow. Okay.
But for time constraints today, we will have to skip the shout-outs. We apologize.
We do love you all.
We love you guys, but we have to skip shout-outs. We have a bit of a crunch runner. So shout-outs next week. Don't worry. It's happening.
Next week.
It's happening. And then it's time. What you've all waited for. Right?
It's the time of the show where we rank the top
10.
5.
I almost said 10.
Okay.
I forgot.
It's all right, buddy. It happens. All right. Man, this was tough, huh? Don't you think it was a tough top 5?
It's always a top.
It's always a
top
top.
5.
Patrick Crothers, he has a suggestion, top 5 TV families.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
The Seavers?
We got to write this down. I got to remember this one. Moments from The Thing. Hadn't seen this in a while. A tour de force of great character actors and a killer score. Creature emerges in the dog pen. Norris's head runs away. McCready and Childs at the end, waiting to see what happens. The blood test with the hot wire.
Oh.
And number 1, Blair loses his shit. Going right for the Brimley tribute. Thanks for the funny and stay safe ramblers. Charles Phillips. CP.
Okay.
Top 5 moments from The Thing. The blood test. A part of the movie honestly made me try to blow up my own blood once. The sled dogs part. This made me so damn sad. McCready and Childs share a drink. You know one of these girls is the alien. You're not sure just whom. The spider head monster. The only spider I've ever been afraid of. The stomach opening and eating the dude's hands. I love this moment, and it honestly scared me. Gary Priest, blood test, dog transformation. The restitution scene. Number 2, Wilford Brimley loses his shit. Number 1, the ending. Missed you goddamn bastards. Stay safe, Gary. BoJack the Ripper. Damn, guys, it's hard to pick just 5, but I had to put them in order. The movie is amazing, chock full of fucked up scenes. It's no Dennis the Menace, but it holds its own.
I mean, what is? Imagine if Dennis the Menace was in the thing.
Oh, that alien flies back. It can't handle what Dennis the Menace is bringing towards it.
It's like Mr. Thing.
Mr. Thing's like, oh, fuck. He just leaves. That thing kills itself and leaves. Honorable mention, the blood scene. Number 5, the end scene where McCready and Childs are having a drink. Neither of them know where the thing is or if the other one has been assimilated. Looking around and realizing there's no way out and they're going to die. They're one way or the other. Bennon's being assimilated. The first time we see the thing in action taking over a human, that was so creepy.
Yes.
That look that actor gives where he just doesn't even look human,
Yeah.
just looking. Oh, man. The Blair monster versus McCready. When all looks lost for McCready and the assimilated Dr. Blair is going to take over, the only way to get away is to blow the outpost up along with the monster. The Norris head spider. What the fuck? Blair, Wilford Brimley destroys the station. The smartest guy there loses his damn mind before he gets taken over by the creature. His last act is to try to keep the thing contained and prevent the spread to the rest of the world by destroying all communications and means of transport. The hero of the show, in my opinion. For now and always, ramble the fuck on, boys. Graham and Faye. Fun fact, Ennio Morricone created a soundtrack that replicated John Carpenter's own style of synthesized music. This piece is the drone synth underlay, which is heard throughout the movie. I provided a little wiki thing. Number 5, Windows walks in to see the bloodied, gore-strewn chair and discovers the malformed Bennings. A few panic minutes later, the group is singing Kumbaya around the campfire, roasting marshmallows to the burning howls of the creature. McCready's fail-safe blood test with the heated copper wire puts their blood in the Petri dishes. Related note, in a twist of light imitating art, as I understand, this is the president's backup for COVID-19 testing. We're just going to heat up some copper wire and test their blood. The kennel scene, Clark puts a Norwegian sled dog in with the others shortly after the dogs are killed and absorb the very subsequent flamethrower solution. From here on out, you know this movie is going to be something very different. Yes. Number 2, the heart attack scene. Norris collapses. Cooper attempts to defibrillate Norris when his chest transforms into a gaping maw that bites off Copper's arms, to the horror of all. And lastly, one of the best sci-fi movie endings of all time, the slow burn with the research station destroyed. McCready and Childs, spent, glared distrust at one another in the fading, flickering flames while they drink from a bottle of scotch. PSA Sci-Fi 101, if there's one important lesson in life to take from John Carpenter sings, kill it with fire. Until then, wear a mask, wash your hands, hashtag mask it or casket, stay safe, ramble off. Graham and Faye, Winnipeg A. Keenan Vega, the soundtrack score by Morricone and Carpenter in every damn scene. In honor of the Brims, towards the end, no longer himself trying to escape, he grabs Gary by his teeth and strangles him to death from the inside. When the blood test is done, as McCready thinks up a plan to find the thing, chaos ensues, and the line will resonate with us soon, as thanks to COVID-19, I know you gentlemen have been through a lot, and when you find the time, I'd rather not spend the rest of the winter tied to this fucking couch. Number 2, the dog's being copied by the thing as the dogs try to get away, and the camp is alarmed while the viewers at home all say, what the fuck? Shit just got real quick. When Doc attempts the heart paddle, Norris, whose chest turns into a mouth, bites his arm off. He falls. Chaos ensues. Norris's head, trying to survive, grows legs and tries to scurry away as it's torched. One of the greatest special effects scenes ever. The cast almost died from the toxic smoke. Using the effects to begin that burn. Take that, Ramblers. Be safe, enjoy the laughs, and ramble the fuck on.
I love all the info we're getting.
I know.
All the behind-the-scene info.
Joe Santos says top 5 moments. A thing when they find out the blood isn't Bennings. Testing the blood. Why don't we just wait here and see what happens? The ending. The defibrillating and the stomach takes a bite. When the dog's face opens up to first show you the thing, 35 minutes in, the villain shows itself. Cody, I'm sorry to say this, but Joe says down with Cody and the cheating Astros.
Okay. See?
I'm sorry,
We're
Cody.
split down the middle with Ramblers.
We really are. Really are.
We don't know what.
Dustin Jacobs, honorable mention, deleted ending. Dog runs off. The Wuhan lab, deleted security footage. Number 5, the 3-headed dog. The blood test. The body becomes a mouth. Head detaches. By Eddie Pence, the unspecial on iTunes. Marla Gibbs will be impressed.
Right.
That's number 2
That's
moment.
my favorite.
And number 1, the part where I forget what something is called, so I call it the thing. You know the thing, that thing. You know what I mean? The guy with the thing. And that's Jizz Talk for Saturday, October 30th. Good night, everybody. Man, Cody, could you do this one?
Well, no.
Okay.
But I have seen the thing.
All
It's
right.
just been like a decade, and
Sure.
I've only seen it once, so I
All
couldn't
right.
recall enough. But I've seen it.
Next Ramble 246. I bet Cody's all over this one.
What?
Underrated albums from the 1990s.
You're going to crush that.
Cody, you
I can
can
do
crush
that.
that one.
I can do
Underrated. Night. So, Hall of Fame hat. Transformers go in for the combiners.
Yes.
What combiners on the hat? What would Weezer open, close, and encore with? And underrated top 5 albums of the 90s. Ramble at theramblepod.com. My number 5, I go Blair Kills Gary. Just when he grabs him by the fucking face, his fingers are going into his mouth. Oh, shit, that was so creepy. What's your number 5?
Oh, that's right. Cody's not. The blood test.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's my number 4.
Okay.
What's your number 4?
Head spider.
That's my number 3.
Oh, I'm right behind you.
When Palmer has the best line ever, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That was so great. What's your number?
Benning's being assimilated.
Ooh, my number 2. Underrated moment, I think, in the whole movie. The opening scene when McCready loses to the computer playing chess, and he just pours whiskey on it and he can't lose.
Yeah.
That, everything you need to know about he will not lose.
Yes.
He will. If you're taking a loss, I'll just blow everything up.
I'm not losing.
I'll
take us all out before
Yep,
I
I'm not
lose.
losing. Yep, that was my number 2.
The kennel scene.
Oh, God, so crazy. And my number 1, what else could it be but McCready and Childs staring each other down, wondering who's infected or who's not? What was your number 1?
Brimley.
Brimley freaking out. I'll kill you!
In honor of the great Wilford.
The great Wilford Brimley. Well, there we go. What a ramble, everybody. We fucking did it. Next ramble, 246. Cody,
If there is one.
If there is one.
We don't know where this is going to go.
Cody's showing a lot of non-team player attitude
Yeah,
here.
he's starting to rebel a little bit.
Getting a little
Ramble Corbett
extra.
might not like that.
Nothing to lose.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
That's true.
Cody with nothing to lose.
I don't want to face that.
What am I going to lose my 24-hour contract?
Cody's right. Maybe I am scared.
Maybe.
Cody's right. Maybe I am. Yeah. Maybe I'm hearing the footsteps just a bit. Thank you all who tuned in and for sending us your emails. Cody, where can everybody find you?
Well, I'm going to do a different plug this time, and I'm going to plug one thing, which is Corn Stream.
Hey!
So if you have never listened to Corn Stream, or if you've only listened to Eddie and Jerry's episodes, check out another one, particularly our one with Chris Cubis that comes out this week. Nice. We talk about Invasion USA, and I was going to tell you guys this to sell you on Invasion USA. So one quick thing about it.
Yeah.
So the movie involves many bazookas, but
I'm sold. You already sold me.
I'm in.
There's one scene, so it's about like these people who like invade the suburbs.
Okay.
They're like Russians who invade the suburbs of Florida, and so when they were filming it, there was an entire neighborhood, like a residential neighborhood, that they were going to bulldoze, and they said, no, don't bulldoze it, let us blow it up. And so in the actual movie, they shoot bazookas into homes,
like
just
homes
explode.
that people used to live in.
Yes, and it's real. It's like real explosions because instead of bulldozing the town, they bulldozed and ruined a mall, and then they shot bazookas into a residential neighborhood, and it's all real, and it's batshit crazy.
Oh, we got to see this.
Sold.
Just like who would have thought that Invasion USA and Apocalypse Now would have so much in common? Do you know about that ending for Apocalypse Now?
No.
Coppola ran so long and so over budget that they napalmed the set.
Yeah.
And he filmed it.
And
He's like, fuck it, we're putting this in. He just filmed them napalming the set. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's
if you want to, so watch Invasion USA and put on our episode with Chris Cubis.
Beautiful.
Check us out. Enjoy it.
Fuck it. Get on this, everybody.
Do
Absolutely. Eddie, how about you?
First and foremost, you guys could go and pre-order my comedy special, Eddie Pence's
Do it now.
Comedy Special, on iTunes. Pre-order it. Help me move up the charts. I would really appreciate that. It debuts September 1st, and then the album is September 4th. And at that time, it'll be available everywhere. So if you're not an iTunes person, don't worry.
Do it.
But if you are an iTunes person, go and pre-order it, please.
Fuck yeah.
And you can catch me 5 days a week on Patreon.com, The Raw Report, 5 days a week on Radio.com, Swings and Misses.
Look at this.
Tuesday, Friday, Ramble Radio, and then Wednesdays here.
You now have a catalog, buddy. Tastes like pennies in the unspecial.
Yeah, it's a
Congratulations. That's
catalog.
fucking awesome,
It's a
man.
catalog.
That's badass. No, you do. Fuck that. You do. Fuck yeah. That's awesome, dude.
So, good time.
And now you got more than one way to enjoy his
Graham
comedy.
and Faye, thank you for the shirt.
Oh, that's a badass shirt. But yeah, go pick up. That's fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
Two albums in.
Thanks.
It's fucking awesome.
Thanks.
Fuck yeah. So go pick all that shit up. And me, every Monday, you can see me as a smug nerd on my social media. Eddie playing my director. Every Thursday, my new I have a YouTube video coming out. This past tomorrow, I'll be doing Kid Icarus, and then I do a modern game and a retro game. Jerry breaks the game is modern, Retro Roach is the old one, and then every night during quarantine, I'll be on Twitch, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/Retro Rocha. Sorry we couldn't get the shout outs. We'll get to them
We'll
next
do it next week.
And please remember.
Promise.
Ramble at theramblepod.com. Give us a 5-star rating, positive text review. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Watch it on YouTube. Put it on mute. Listen to it on wherever you listen to podcasts so we get double the action.
Up the irons.
Bam.
Up the numbers.
Let's do it. And what was one other thing I was going to try to promote for us? Ramble at theramblepod.com. What hat? The Transformers go into the Hall of Fame for Combiners. What Combiners on the hat? Weezer, Open Close Encore. top 5 underrated albums from the 90s. Any genre, bring it.
Underrated.
Underrated. We love you guys. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. Or tomorrow. We'll see you Friday.
Friday.
And then we'll see you next
And then
week.
next week.
For Ramble Prime.
Right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
When you hear the music, remember that last beat.
Oh, we didn't even play the music.
No, it's good.
we can't say
And I
bye
have a
yet.
lot
We
to
played
talk
it.
about when this song is playing.
We almost said bye. How many people tuned off right now?
They left.
You think a lot?
A lot. Oh, they already left.
Because
They
they're
turned
trained,
it off.
They're trained sheep.
And exactly. And they're not going to get to hear us shame Cody for not having seen Aliens.
Oh,
I've never seen you react that way.
I've never been stabbed like that.
That was Jesus. That was,
I nearly went over and got your guitar that's laying over there and honky tonked to the camera. Hopefully that would jar Cody in some way.
Cody.
I almost honky tonk man.
Yeah.
So do we tentatively say next week we finally do Good Willow Hunting?
We should.
And I say you do Predator and Aliens. We filmed 2 episodes.
Can you do that?
Cody,
You watch a
Yeah,
lot of
I can do
movies.
you can finish Predator and then watch Aliens by next Sunday. All right.
I can do that.
All right. Remember.
We'll do our best. This is.
Last beep and it's goodbye.